Hi there everybody, this is the Quantum Gaming Uploads. First of all, I gotta say thank you very much for all the messages you've been sending me during these days. I really appreciate it. Hopefully things will get back to normal. I'll be on and off of the sim depending on when I get a call or something like that, because I have to go to the hospital and stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes. But on this video I just want to talk to you regarding the 40th anniversary that we got yesterday, and the planes we got. We got quite a few planes. So let me just go through them. So first we got the A310-300. Now I know this aircraft is not 100% what we expected on the Xbox, and you know we got the enhanced pack on PC, but on the Xbox we haven't got it. But I think that's just due to timing. I think we're gonna get an update on this as well, just to make it look like great as the A320neo is, and it's gonna look probably even better. We're gonna get that update, because I don't think our Sobo is gonna leave the plane as it is in the cockpit. That's for sure. They won't do that. There's gotta be something something that they couldn't do right or hasn't worked when they uploaded the plane on Xbox. So we just gotta wait. Just a bit of more patience regarding the... She's flyable. I flew her a couple of times. Yeah, she's normal. Some people had trouble with auto throttle. But apart from that, I think you can do a couple of flights with her, no problem. We got a tablet as well, which is great. I would love the tablet on the A320. The tablet is actually meant for the A320. Even it suits the A320 even more. I hope they update the A320 with a tablet as well in the future. It would make sense if this one got a tablet. The A320 should have the tablet. What's the problem? What's stopping it from having the tablet? Nothing. They just need to work on it a bit, update it, and that's it. I think we're gonna love it. But the tablet works really well. It's great. It avoids all that when you go to the ground. You have to ask permission and all that. You just open the doors and everything on the plane just by using the tablet and sort all the things. So it's great. It's a free plane, so I'm not gonna complain about it. But I'm sure we're gonna get an update that's gonna fix all the textures that look a bit bad on the cockpit. But don't worry about it. They're not gonna leave it as it is. Trust me. So that's the first aircraft. Now this is the helicopter. The first helicopter we got. The Bell Model 407. I just love this helicopter. This helicopter is fantastic. I love the detail on it. Again, some people have trouble with the assists or flying this helicopter. This helicopter is very sensitive. So when you try to turn, you have to figure out the wind as well. The wind will throw you off. So you have to figure out how high are you going and how low are you going. If you're going too high, it's going to be difficult for you to drop down rapidly. Otherwise you're going to lose control. So you have to... It's a mix. And with the control it's a bit difficult. It's not like you have the pedals, the rider pedals. You need a bit more patience on the controller. But I'm going to show you on the settings what you need to adjust as well for this. But I'll do that at the end of the video. So look how many liveries we got on this. That's great. 8 liveries. Looks beautiful. Detail looks fantastic. So I really love this helicopter. So let's move to the next one. Okay, we got the Jenny. Very old aircraft. I like how you can see the front. Not one of my favorites. I don't really go for these kind of small paper planes. They're just too slow for me. But it's nice to see where aviation started, kind of a way, how everything have evolved. So you gotta respect these old birds. You may not like them, but you gotta respect them because they paved the way for other aircraft. So yeah, it's not one of my favorites, but it's cool to have. Now we got the gliders. We got the 2 gliders. As I mentioned yesterday, to start flying, you just press LT, RT together to give it a signal to the command or something, and the plane is just gonna start, and it's just gonna help you to take off. So yeah, they're pretty cool. We had a glider before, but they're pretty cool for free. 2 gliders, not bad at all, not bad. Now, the Douglas DC-3 is a fantastic aircraft. Looks phenomenal, even on Xbox. And look at all the liveries we got. We got 9 liveries. I mean, to get this aircraft for free, it's just something else. Yeah, this plane is worth like 30 quid on its own. That's how much we would have paid if this went for sale. We would have paid at least $27.99. So I'm really happy with this aircraft. It sounds beautiful, looks beautiful, great flyability. It's a great aircraft. I love it. It's one of my probably top aircraft. I'm gonna tell you which are my top ones, but let's look at the rest. Next, the Grumman G21A Goose. Now we already had a Goose payware on the sim. That aircraft, I gotta say, is better than this. The detail, the sound, and everything is better than this. But this is for a free plane. This is pretty decent, as well. I really like to fly this as well. It's not bad at all. It's by no means it's no detail of the first one we got payware, but it's close to it. Not as good, but close. For a free plane, can't complain. Another helicopter. I really love this Cabri G2. This is a very light helicopter compared to the first one. We haven't got many liveries with this, just one, just a default. Pretty light. I like this helicopter. Very maneuverable, but be careful where you fly. You cannot go too high with this. You cannot go into Lukla and just explore that place, because the altitude is just too high for this. You may achieve it, but it's gonna be easy just going on that high altitudes and dropping all of a sudden, because you're gonna lose control. So you gotta be careful with that. But great helicopter. We got 2 helicopters. I love it. Now the Hercules. I mean, I just love this aircraft. I'm totally in love with this aircraft. I know you can land this only on water, but man, she is stunning. The detail, 8 engines, everything about her is just spectacular. I just love this aircraft. Yeah, I love flying her. She's just beautiful. Okay, next we got the Ryan. Pretty cool airplane. I really like this one. The detail on this was very nice. The engine at the front, a bit slow, but very decent aircraft. Looks very nice, sounds very nice. We got 2 versions, 1927, 1928. So yeah, really cool aircraft. I really enjoyed flying this. So next, pardon me if I miss something, if I miss any aircraft. Now this one, this is a very I'm gonna go for the Beaver next. I nearly missed that. Now this is a very light aircraft. This one, you can see the mechanism, the engine and everything else in here, but it's a very slow plane. It's just a paper plane. You're not gonna go anywhere with this. It's gonna take you like 10 years to go from one place to the other. So it's just for exploring, just for quick flying, just to see what it looks like. I'm not a big fan of it, but it's just great to see that it came for free as well. Now, the DHC-2 Beaver is a fantastic aircraft. I mean, I love it. The tablet on it is great. The detail is fantastic. The cockpit is fantastic as well. The sound is phenomenal. I just love everything about this aircraft. It just, everything moves, everything sounds as it should. This is a great aircraft to get for free. This is a payware aircraft, in my opinion. This would cost around 30 quid as well. It's a beautifully done aircraft. I love it. I love flying her. It's just fantastic. And we've got some good liveries on it as well. I cannot complain about this. I love this aircraft. Let me see if I missed anything. We got two versions as well. We got the amphibious and we got the normal one. Let me see if I missed anything. I missed any aircraft? No, we talked about the right. The DSC-2. Let me just see if I missed anything. We talked about the Ryan. Nope, nothing there. Yeah, we talked about the Hercules, the Cabri G2, G21A Goose. Did we talk about the DC-3? Let me just have a look. Yeah, we talked about this. Okay. We talked about the Jenny and the gliders, the helicopter, the Bell 407, and the Airbus A310. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what my favorites are. My top one has to be the Hercules, 100%. My number one aircraft we got yesterday. The second one has to be the DSC-2 Beaver. It's just a beautiful aircraft. I just love hearing her work, you know, the engine and everything else. So that's at number 2. At number 3, is the helicopters, the Bell 407 specifically. I just love this helicopter. A bit tricky to control everything else on the controller, but it's pretty great detail on this one. Really like it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. All the aircraft are decent what we got, but these 3 specifically I really like. The A310 300, it's okay. It sounds great as well compared to the A320neo. So just give it a bit of patience on that. We're gonna get a great model with an update. Don't give hope yet. We're definitely gonna get it. If PC's got a greater detail on it, we're gonna get 4K textures on Xbox as well. It's just timing, So yeah. Now let's go to the settings, to the assists. Let me show you the helicopter stuff. Where did it go? There you go, assist. You are so piloting. Let's have a look. Yep, there you go. You got right there where you got the pointer, you got the assists, helicopter, tail rotor, cyclic. You need to click all this on. See that for the gliders as well. So just keep this on as well. The controller sensitivity. Keep that on as well. Keep all this on like I have them here. Anti-stall protection, mainly for helicopters as well, because you're just gonna drop. And keep the auto trim as well. You can mess up with that with the auto trim. It's not that crazy important, but you can try it. But just keep them on. Another thing I wanted to talk about. Now all the new simmers that came to the sim and installed Sim Update 11 straight away without doing anything to the sim. What happens is if you got old data in the sim, like old aircraft or all the DLC basically, like scenery or airports and all like that. If you got the older versions on the Sim Update 10, what I always do, let me just show you. Go to Content Manager. Before I install the sim, you can either do a total wipeout of the sim, you can reinstall it from scratch. But can you see there? I only got 27 stuff installed because I deleted everything. So I'm installing everything one by one. I'm not installing them all at once because they may give you issues, and the reason is because they haven't been updated yet for Sim Update 11. So one item that is corrupted can destroy the whole experience with your current sim update 11. So you gotta be careful what you install. That's probably most of you have issues when it comes to terrain and all that stuff, or flying or crashing, CTDs and all that. So you gotta be careful how you install them. What I did was I did a fresh install of the sim, entirely fresh install. As you can see, I only got 27 installed and not installed 232. So I'm gonna install them one by one. Another thing you have to do, if you don't want to do the total wipeout, you need to go to settings again, general options, go to data. Now if you had the server issues yesterday, I mentioned in the comments that what you needed to do is turn online functionality on manually, save it, leave it a couple of minutes, and you'll be normal just fine. But what you need to do sometimes in the sim, you got the rolling cache. Now you need to reset this. You need to delete it, and we're gonna wait for that. So that's now deleted. You're gonna turn it off, save, turn it on. You see that? The cache is gonna rebuild itself. It's gonna clean the mess, most of the mess that you got on the files. And hopefully this can solve a few problems that you have. But you gotta be careful what airports you install with the sim update 11, because they haven't been updated. So they can crash your game. They can do all sorts of things. This, because I have on PC as well. I've experienced this a lot on PC. One DLC can stop the sim from running. That's how serious it is on some DLCs. They can cause serious issues. So you gotta be careful what you install. So do it one by one. Install an airport, fly there, try it. If it's okay, leave it. Install another airport, fly there. If it's okay, leave it. If you install a plane, fly it. If it's okay, keep it. That's how it works. But don't install everything at once, because you're not helping yourself. You need to work a bit smarter on the sim. It's not the simulation is different to a game. A game is entirely different. GTA works entirely different. The simulation works entirely different. That's why simulators are so complicated, because they need their certain tweaks to make it work perfectly. Now some people know how to do it, some people don't. So this is for the new simmers that come to the start of flying the sim. You just need to do certain things to keep the sim safe from crashing. Otherwise you're gonna have tons of problems. The sim is gonna crash, it's gonna piss you off, you're gonna fly for 2 hours, it's gonna crash in an airport, gonna CDD on an airport, and that's it. You're gonna get bored, you're gonna delete it, and you don't want to do that. A few steps can help you to stop your stress out. So we'll see. As you can see on the screen, the rolling cache is building itself. It's updating. So 28% is gonna go to 100. And mainly that's what you need to do sometimes. But sometimes you just need to, if the sim just doesn't want to work, you just need to do a total wipeout before an update, before a new sim update. So that's what I did. It took me a while. It took me like, I don't know, a couple of hours, 3-4 hours, just to delete and install the sim from scratch. But it's worth it, because my sim is performing very well at the moment. I only had the online functionality problem yesterday, and I sorted it out pretty quick just by testing with it. But now everything seems to work fine. No problems, no CDDs, no. I haven't had a CDD yet since yesterday, and I flew a lot. And it's cool, even with the A310, no CDDs whatsoever, runs smooth. But take this, everything I mentioned in this video, take it into consideration when you start the sim. If you install the sim first time with sim update 11, then probably you're going to be okay. But as I mentioned, don't install all AirPods that you buy straight away. Just do it one by one. Hopefully that helps. Can you see this takes a bit of time? Updating, I just did this, I've done this before, but I just done this to show you. As a demo. Because you were having lots of trouble yesterday. With the planes, with the airports, with the data. Like a terrain data. And don't forget the servers as well. The servers are full at the moment. So they're not gonna work 100% for you. Give it a couple of days. Give it a week. And the sim is gonna perform so much better. I think sim update 11, I think is a good sim update. As far as I can see, compared to the 9 that we had, lots of problems that destroyed the sim completely. Sim update 9, but luckily they recovered it, and we were back on track. I think sim update 11 is great. Next sim update, hopefully we're gonna get WASM support. It's gonna make it even better. So the sim is improving. We got all the free planes. I mean, it made me fall in love again with the sim, getting all those free planes. Yeah, definitely, it definitely made me fall in love again with the sim. I love the aircraft, and to get them for free, I think it's a nice gift. You gotta say it. You gotta praise Asobo and Microsoft. This time you gotta praise them for what they did, giving us all of those aircraft for free. When they do something right, you gotta say it. You gotta congratulate them. So yeah, 76%, 77%. And I'm only using a controller. I'm not using a yoke or a flight stick on Xbox. I'm gonna get one soon, but I'm still thinking about it, what to get, because I want to get a good sturdy one. I don't want to get one of the crap ones that we had before. I don't like the all plastic. It just doesn't feel right. I got one for PC. It's a Thrustmaster. It is just all plastic. It doesn't just feel right. It's okay, but it just doesn't feel right in my hand. It just feels like I don't like that. I wanna just something that feels like you're in a simulator. Something like a helicopter, proper helicopter, like proper helicopter stick, or proper airplane, like proper nice one. Like maybe a bit of leather, a bit of kind of aluminium or something like that. I don't like the all plastic ones. So I'll see what I'll get in the future. But I just want to get the right one. Not necessarily, I don't need a yoke for Xbox. I think a flat stick would be just fine for me. I'm not that fast about getting the whole yoke, but definitely need the pedals for the helicopters. Now that the helicopters are here, we definitely need the rudder pedals, because they help a lot, and it makes it so much easier. So 92%, 93%. We're getting there. I just don't want to bore you with and I don't want to fast forward it, because I've got things to say, so you can understand it when you get the sim for the first time. Another thing I gotta say to you guys, don't overspend on airports that you don't need. I've fallen to that trap before. When you buy airports for like 16-20 quid, it's a lot of money. At the end of the month, you're gonna end up with a bill of lots of yeah. So you don't want to do that. Think hard about the airports you're gonna buy, and deliveries as well. So think hard about that. So yeah, now that's sorted. As you can see, my settings are here. Bandwidth, I put it at 40 megabytes. You can change it, unlimited, but I did it at 40. Data limitation, I turn that off. That I keep it at 16. You can see current data consumption. That's a lot. And rolling cache, I kept it at 64. And I keep it at on. So yeah, so that's the settings for that. Let me just save it. Yeah, so really impressed what we got on sim. Now this is this thing here came for free. The Garmin, you have to install that as well. Let me just install it. I forgot to install that. So 1.13 megabytes. This is for the older style. Now this was a marketplace update on Thursday when I wasn't around. We got this one. I haven't bought it yet. The X-Tool. Pretty cool aircraft. Italian coastline. This looks very decent on detail. I'll think about that, but not at the moment. So yeah, pretty cool. I'm excited to get new jets in the sim, like the Harrier, Osprey, the Griffith. That's pretty cool. So yeah, hopefully this video helped all you new simmers. One and only Quantum Gaming Uploads. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Thanks very much.